I haven't seen a lot of this yet, I know, but I'm going to be the first one to say it. What is up, guys? My name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. Now listen, before you get in the comments telling me I'm jumping the gun, I'm going crazy, hear me out. The Eagles need to fire Doug Pederson sooner rather than later. And I'm going to tell you why. Doug Pederson hasn't been good since his first year. The 2017 season was magic. And it was Frank Reich, his offensive coordinator. Doug Pederson himself seems like he has absolutely no idea what he's doing. When it comes to calling plays, when it comes to discipline, when it comes to getting the guys ready to play, when it comes to communication all over the field, man, it just looks like he has no clue what's going on. And a lot of the stuff in 2017 was Frank Reich. And so what I thought was I'm going to do a little bit of research and talk about the 3 other years, including this year, that Doug Pederson's been the head coach. And when we take away 2017, what we see is a very basic, below-average head coach, an offense that's ranked about middle of the pack, a defense that's ranked almost the worst in the league. I mean, 2017 was what it was. But other than that, man, this guy doesn't have it. Check it out. Doug Pederson's first season was in 2016 after we fired the atrocious dumpster fire of a situation, Chip Kelly. And we hired Doug Pederson. And I remember people on the radio talking, Mike Missinelli, all these guys, that this isn't the guy, man. You know, we just hired him because we didn't have any other options at the time. He's going to be a coach for a year or two, and we're going to move on. We're going to get somebody more experienced, somebody that nobody thought he was the guy because he has no head coach experience. He doesn't have much success in the NFL in general. He's Andy Reid's understudy for the most part. He was a quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles who'd never won anything. I mean, what real criteria does he have to be a successful head coach? Not a whole lot. And when they won the Super Bowl in 2017, we thought, holy cow, this guy just took over the team and won a Super Bowl in 2 years. But if you look at the numbers from 2016 until now, it's not good. His first year in 2016, he brought in Frank Reich and Jim Schwartz. Wentz had 3,585 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. Now, don't forget that Carson Wentz was completely thrown into the mix as a rookie quarterback with no preparation whatsoever. He got hurt in the preseason. And then the Minnesota Vikings gave us a first-round pick for Sam Bradford. And we were like, hell yeah, dude, give us your first-round pick. Take him. We'll start our rookie, whatever. We'll see what happens. So getting thrown right into it like that and going 16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and 3,500 yards is pretty damn good for a rookie. 16th ranked offense, 12th ranked defense in 2016. To have a rookie quarterback and have the 16th ranked offense is pretty impressive. And they actually started this season 3-0. I don't know if you guys remember, but then went through some ups and downs. Carson threw his first interception against the Detroit Lions. It was that battle between him and Dak Prescott, which guy's going to throw a interception first. It was just really, it was fun to watch. It was exciting. We have a new quarterback who's actually good, we were real excited about it. They week 11 to week 15, they lost 5 games in a row that year. And that's when it all turned around and went downhill. But the beginning of the season, they had a lot going for them, and it looked really good. Now, the 2017 season, Super Bowl year, obviously, we gave Wentz Alshon Jeffrey. We gave Wentz a couple of running backs, Jay Ajayi and LeGarrette Blount. And we said, hey, man, now he has running backs and receivers. We should be good to go. And we were absolutely right. We went 13-3. Wentz was 11-2 before tearing his ACL. Nick Foles went 2-1. Nick Foles snuck us into the playoffs with a couple close victories there towards the end, but we threw the ball for 3,782 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions, and we had the third-ranked offense in the league. We had the fourth-ranked defense in the league overall, and we had the number 1 rushing defense in the NFL. And we won the Super Bowl, obviously. Now, once we won the Super Bowl, Frank Reich, knowing that he has an offensive prowess that's valuable, of course he's going to get offered head coaching jobs. When you win the Super Bowl, your offensive coordinator is going to get head coaching jobs. It's just the way it is. It sucks, but it's the way it is. You can't keep the guy under somebody after winning a Super Bowl. It's just not going to happen. And you're definitely not going to keep him under Doug Pederson. You know? I mean, Bill Belichick had his right-hand man for a long time, but that's because it's Bill Belichick, you know? And even he took a head coaching job eventually, but there at least a couple years in a row, he had Matt Patricia. He had Matt Patricia at least a couple years in a row because it's Bill Belichick. You don't mind being under him. But Frank Reich is not going to stay under Doug Pederson. He's sitting here like, bro, I did all this. This offensive scheme, all this stuff was me. I'm not staying here. It is what it is. And look, he has the Indianapolis Colts at 5-2 right now with their backup quarterback. So Doug Pederson right now is 3-4, and Frank Reich is 5-2. What does that tell you? Anyway, 2018 season, after Frank Reich takes a head coaching job in Indianapolis, Mike Groh gets promoted from wide receivers coach to offensive coordinator. They go 9-7, 4,275 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 18th ranked offense, 12th ranked defense. Wentz gets hurt again, but really what happened was Wentz came back after that ACL, was not himself, was not seeing the field, was not making the best decisions, and we weren't making the playoffs. It didn't look like we were going to make the playoffs at the time. So they sat Wentz, put Foles in. Foles goes 2-1. Sneaks us into the playoffs with a 15-14 win over the Bears, and then loses to the Saints. We all know that. Alshon Jeffrey dropped pass there in the fourth quarter that we were actually making a drive. But listen, 2016 was below average. 2018 was below average. 2019, we are 3-4. We have the 14th ranked offense. We have the 24th ranked defense. The team is old. The team is 26.6 years old on average player, and that is second to last in the league behind the New England Patriots. And the Patriots don't really count because they have a 41-year-old quarterback who is from another planet. So his age kind of pushes the curve over there, you know what I'm saying? So basically we have the oldest team in the league. It's time, man. It's time. It's clearly time to change. The window closed really fast. We won the Super Bowl. Offensive coordinator left. We haven't been good since. And Doug Pederson's play calling is showing. It's showing like crazy, man. So we have the second oldest team in the NFL behind the Patriots. Our defense has become slow. This is why we didn't trade for Jalen Ramsey, by the way, because Howie probably sat back and said, this team has way more problems than one cornerback is going to fix, and we're not going to give up 2 years of first-round picks to put one cornerback on this team. Look at our offense. Jalen Ramsey would be good. We still wouldn't have any receivers that can get open and catch the ball. We still wouldn't have any receivers that can stay healthy who aren't 32 years old. So I'm very happy that he didn't give up those 2 first-round picks because guess what? We need help, man. We need help. Let's talk about this Cowboys game really quick for a second. We came in the game, no energy, lackluster, just looked like completely outmatched. It's just weird how this team is showing up lately. It's unbelievable, really. And it all starts with coaching, man. Like, there's no discipline. There's no accountability. There's nothing. What are they doing in practice? What are they talking about when they show up and play like this? It's just wild to me, man. Doug Pederson did a couple things in this game that made me scratch my head. And he does a couple things in every game that makes me scratch my head. But the first quarter, we were pounding the ball with Jordan Howard. And it was working, man. He runs hard. He runs straight forward. He falls forward. He gets positive yards. Suddenly in the second quarter, Jordan Howard is nowhere to be found. And we're like, where's Jordan Howard? Is he injured? What happened? What happened? Howard had 7 carries in the first quarter and finished the game with 11. He had 4 carries for the rest of the game. How does that make sense? So anyway, Doug benches Jordan Howard in the second quarter for God knows why. Nobody knows why, dude. Nobody knows why he does anything he does. There was a 3rd and 4 on our side of the field where Doug Pederson ran the ball with Miles Sanders. On 3rd and 4. Now, you pick up your quarterback all the time. We all talk about how great Carson Wentz is and how high his third down percentage is, and you run the ball on 3rd and 4? I mean, dude, this guy, week in and week out, just makes the most insane decisions, dude. A freaking 11-year-old kid playing Madden can call plays better than Doug Pederson. And if you watched him, like every time Jordan Howard had 2 runs where he got good yardage, that is right when most people would implement a play action. But Doug Pederson doesn't even know how to do that, and he would just run Jordan Howard again and get stuffed at the line. So he would just run the ball until it failed, instead of running the ball to set up the pass. It's really wild to me how this guy doesn't understand the basics of the game. But then again, like I said in another video, he was just Andy Reid's understudy and a quarterback who played here and wasn't that great. He's never done anything. Won the Super Bowl in 2017, but I'm giving all the credit to Frank Reich on that. I just am, man. I just am. So we lose 37-10. Wentz has 181 yards, a touchdown, and interception. Carson Wentz wasn't good. He wasn't. And I've never criticized Wentz before. I've always been the Wentz defender. But yesterday I finally saw it. I finally watched it happen. Every time he steps back in the pocket, he looks his receiver dead every single play. The reason Mac Hollins and Nelson Agholor and these guys don't have any catches is because they hardly get any targets. Wentz plays way too conservatively. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, but it's because he doesn't take any chances. He just doesn't. He knows the play. He knows where he's going. He backs up and looks his guy down every single time. I watched so many plays where Mac Hollins is on the left side of the field and Carson doesn't even look over there. 2017, Carson Wentz was reading the field, man. We would do 5 wide receiver sets, and he would drive all the way down the field just picking them apart, hitting this receiver, that receiver, this receiver, that receiver. This isn't the same guy yet, man. This is not the same guy that was in 2017, man. I thought it was. I thought we had 2017 Wentz back, man, but we don't. And don't get me wrong, he's still good. He's still well above average. He still has unworldly talent, and he still has the ability to get back to what he was in 2017, but we don't have it right now. We fumbled the ball a lot, like we do. It's what we do. We're the Philadelphia Fumblers. It's just the way it is, man. I'm starting to think somebody greases our balls before the game. It's just, if you look at the Dallas Goedert fumble, I'll put the clip in here. If you look at this fumble, man, he just drops it. He catches the ball and just flat out drops it. I've never seen this happen to a team as many times as it happens to us. Somebody's greasing the balls, man. There's no other explanation. The Wentz fumble, he just looks away when the ball's snapped, and I mean, that's just, I've never seen him make a mistake like that. but that's all on him, that one. Nelson Agholor should be cut today. Nelson Agholor should be cut today. This is a business. This is the highest performing football league in the world. And if you can't cut it, you just can't cut it, man. You know what I mean? He got his money. It is what it is. But he's not good. He can't do it. He can't do it. Number 20 overall pick in a draft, and he's not a good wide receiver. By the way, shout out to Chip Kelly for that one. He just needs to go, man. They need to give him his money and send him home. It's just wild at this point, man. There's nothing left to say. The guy doesn't run hard routes. When he does run a hard route, he can't find the ball in the air. And when he finds the ball in the air, he can't catch it. I mean, it's just enough is enough, dude. And I thought I've seen everything I could possibly see from Nelson Agholor. And yet every week he does something crazier. And last night, Wentz stepped back in the pocket and aired the ball out about 60 yards in the air. And Nelson Agholor looked up, looked right at the ball, and pulled his arms back. Now this one's really got me. This one's really got me, man. Because it's not like he dropped this. He didn't even try to catch it. I don't know what the point of him even being on the field is. He didn't try to catch it. He looked right at the ball and pulled his arms back. People are comparing this to Todd Pinkston. At least Todd Pinkston had a defender coming at him. Yeah, he chickened out and ducked, but at least there was a defender coming at him. Nelson Agholor looked at the football and chickened out. Now he's seeing the ball, and he's getting so intimidated and so in his own head about dropping it that he'd rather not even try to catch it.
Let's listen to what Nelson Agholor had to say after the game about this play that he didn't try to catch the ball on.
Pass from Wentz. What happened on that incompletion?
I tried to get open. I was hauling tail, make a move on the safety, use the space that I had to run across the field, and I was running. And, by the time I was trying to track it, the ball was already at a position. I wish I would be able to get there, but I don't know what happened, because it's two situations. I don't know if he was rushed or whatever, but we had enough field, and I was trying to get to it.
You know what sucks about Nelson Agholor, man? He's a nice guy, and he's a smart guy. He's well-spoken. He's very humble. He just seems like a really nice guy. And I feel bad for him after when I watch him have to answer these kind of questions. I feel bad for him. You can hear the shakiness in his voice, man. He's uncomfortable. He's embarrassed. It's just stop. You don't have to play football. You know that, right? Stop putting yourself in these situations. Just take your money and leave. It's okay. You made $30 million while you were here. You can just go do something else now. Go buy a damn restaurant or something. You don't have to play football. If you can't cut it, you can't cut it, man. Just take your money and go. One other thing Doug Pederson did is he kicked a field goal when we were down by 20 points in the third quarter. Now, this is a guy that will run a fake field goal for no reason. This is a guy that will go for it on 4th and 8 on his own side of the field for no reason. But when we're down 20 points and have shown no signs of offense, we drive all the way down the field, kill about 10 minutes of clock, and kick a field goal down by 20 points. The guy's unbelievable, man. There's no consistency. It seems like he almost does everything you're not supposed to do. Like whatever the best thing to do is, he does the exact opposite of that all the time. So listen, man, the Eagles are the oldest team in the league. We're slow. We got no receivers that can catch the ball or get open. We got no defenders that can cover any wide receivers at all. Our coaching is horrendous. Jim Schwartz's time is up. I mean, when you're a defensive coordinator and you got the 24th ranked defense in the league, you're done. Mike Groh is not an offensive coordinator. Doug Pederson has no idea what he's doing. The sad part is it's going to take about 3 years for them to fire everybody. when they should just do it right now. They should just do it right now. Just get it over with. Get the ball rolling. We got to rebuild some things on this offense, man. We got to draft a wide receiver. We got to draft a linebacker. We got to make trades for defensive backs, or we got to draft defensive backs. I mean, changes need to be made, and there's no point in waiting to make them. They need to be made right now because this season's done. Carson Wentz is 25 years old. We can't wait till this guy is 30 to put a good team around him. He needs a good team around him right now. Things need to be done. Think about it like the Sixers with Joel Embiid when he finally played his first year, and we were like, we need shooting. This guy's 24 years old. He's not going to last forever. We need to take advantage of this right now. And the Sixers went out and made move after move after move after move after move. Can't sit around. Can't sit around and waste time here. As you can see, time flies and the window closes very fast. And we won the Super Bowl in 2017, and snap of a finger, we're a bad team. Changes need to be made. Listen, man, my name is DJ Eastwood. This is Run It Back. Hit that subscribe button if you like hearing Philly sports talk every day, because that's what I do. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think about my opinion here. Let me know if you disagree. Take it easy on me, okay? You can be angry at my opinion. It's fine. Just chill out. Listen, the Sixers play Wednesday. That's a good thing. You guys have a good day.